How's it going, everybody? TF Geek here. Today we are starting a channel brand new with our first ever toy review being the Transformers Dark of the Moon Mechtech Ultimate Optimus Prime. I just butchered Optimus Prime's name. Originally released back in 2011, and he is weird. So right off the bat, I'm going to get the obvious out of the way. We have a wide nose. Best way I can explain this is I'll bring in the Deluxe Mechtech Optimus Prime, and both this, the Leader class, and the Voyager. Actually, I'll just start the comparison right now. This is the Voyager class, as well as the Deluxe. These two are at least consistent with the size of their grill. This one, well, let's just say it looks like he's got a pig nose. Oh, I just kicked the camera and my box of shame. Pull this out of the way. 3 trucks, same line. We go nose to nose. Obviously, the Ultimate class Optimus Prime will stand the tallest. You're not pegged in properly. The Ultimate Optimus Prime stands the tallest, but aesthetic-wise, I think I actually prefer the look of this truck over this one, and, well, obviously this one. Because for me, this one, he has that weird satellite, like, god dang it, satellite, I don't know, what do you call that, paneling, I guess. He's got that satellite paneling on him, and this is, well, one of, my opinion, the worst deluxes ever made. And he's also the tiniest, so if I were to go for a definitive Optimus Prime for Dark of the Moon, it's going to be this guy. For other comparisons, here we have the Dark of the Moon Deluxe class Mechtech Bumblebee, and that, scale-wise, actually works pretty well. Another comparison I am going to do, if I can get his weapons off, is going to be the Deluxe class Starscream, and that does not scale well at all. That is horrendous, but all can be forgiven because 2011, they did not care about scale. They cared about how fun a toy was. And let's just say this one is not fun in some parts. So, major issue that is common on a lot of copies is the front windows right here. These are clear plastic. I can't even see it. Starscream's Mechtech. So these are clear plastic hinges, and these were very common to either break or very common to lose. So that is my biggest gripe, and another gripe for me would be lack of paint, and weird plastic color right there. What is up with that orangish, brownish color scheme? I wish I knew. Obviously you could tell on the nose, his side canister, and his gas tank. He has 5mm pegs, so you can put, say, Starscream's gun, Deluxe Optimus's gun right there. Focus is crap, and Bumblebee's. Move it. and Bumblebee's Cannon of Doom on his air vent here. And that is... Actually, wait, I want to try something quickly. I haven't even thought of this till just now. Where's his other gun? There it is. If I saw that driving towards me in traffic, I think I would actually be quite afraid. Alright, so another comparison we are going to do. We're going to get the truck out of the way and knock my light. We're going to do his trailer, because this was the main... This is just a great box. This was one of the main selling points for the toy back in 2011. And for a gimmick, I guess it was executed pretty well, but on its own, it's just a big gray box. I know there are Toy Hacks labels out there for this figure's trailer, but I'm not going to fork out an additional $30 to the $70 I paid for it. But for size comparisons, here we have the Legacy. Here, push these back quickly. Here I have the Legacy Leader Class Optimus Prime's G2 Optimus Prime's trailer, and the SS86 Commander Class Optimus Prime's trailer. And this towers them all. There we go. I think I broke something. I'll check it later. This towers them all. How high is that? I don't know. Am I going to give you guys a measurement? Probably not. But yeah, nothing to really say. It is simply a trailer that in the movie it turned into a portable weapons armament for the character, but unfortunately they did not do that for this toy. They instead decided to go for a mech suit. Right now though, we're going to do the truck, and we're going to transform the truck. It's not going to be a walkthrough, or not a walkthrough. It's not going to be a step-by-step transformation, but I'm going to talk about certain things or certain aspects that I like or I don't like about the figure. And we're going to start off with the one I like the least, and that's getting these things down. That's his hands. This entire nose of the truck, to right about here, does not transform, and that's annoying. For the canisters here, what I like to do is I like to try and get my nail in there a little bit, work it out like so, because those are the clear plastic joints I was referring to that are common to either break or to either break or get lost. Why did I trip on my words? I do not know. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. I do apologize for the horrible focus. Okay. Kind of looks like dog ears now I'm looking at it. Sorry. Next thing we're going to do is look at this horrendous image. Oh boy. That's the legs. Granted, I like the sculpting on certain parts of the leg and the feet, but missing paint. What are those? Oh god, I'm horrible. Let's get on this side. Yeah, the core robot, he isn't bad, but once we get him into his robot mode, I will show you why some people don't like this core Optimus. So we're going to separate the front of the nose, bring that up. His arms will come out to the sides right here. And well, we'll save those for last, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to center you. Raise the camera up because you've all of a sudden grown. Move that out of the way. Extend you. There we go. Unfortunately, it's nothing too stellar going on. There's certain aspects of the truck that are pretty janky, while there are other aspects that are like, what in the world is going on? But once you do figure out the order operations for this guy, I don't know how his head is supposed to work other than trying to get my nail into there. Once you do get the order of operations for this guy down, though, it's not that bad of a transformation. His hands are probably the worst ones I have seen thus far for a figure, because all you do is really extend those out. There's his hand. And this is jank. So robot mode, he looks weird. Honest opinion, his stomach region is way too extended for my liking. His legs are a little out of proportion. And, well, people say gorilla arms going in and out like this are weird. We should start naming this gorilla arms because they go way the hell down. This figure has his own issues. For starters, he has a lack of heel, so that happens. But other than that, But other than that, I do quite like this Prime. Again, what are those on his toes? Like, why is it that weird plastic? It's on his shoulder, it's on his inner armpits. Or not, that's not his shoulder, that's his elbow. But his backpack, it cleans up pretty well. Ew. His backpack does clean up pretty well. One of the few rare cases where the trailer hitch back in the early 2000s is in the right spot in the robot mode. Because it's always been on his ass. Where is my... I got an MPM Optimus Prime somewhere. I don't know where he is at the moment. But even in his renders, you can see there is a trailer hitch on his backside. So I love that attention to detail. Yeah, other than that, he can pose somewhat. Unfortunately, with the way the figure is made, you can't really get that dynamic of a pose. We can mount those 5mm ports, or we can mount the Mechtech weapons on those 5mm ports on his shoulders or on his forearms, which are the front of the truck, and that works. His hands are also 5mm, but it's hard to get anything into them because they like to retract, as well as the fact there's barely any clearance. Oh, wait. Hey, there we go. Bumblebee's gun fits good in his hand, apparently. Oh, okay, I didn't like the way that felt. Yeah, I'm throwing his weapons. Posability, yeah, not that great. He's got his legs can move forward that far, back that far. Arms can go in and out. He can go all the way up, but that's where you have to be careful of that clear plastic joint. Oh, and his arm doing that apparently. There we go. Can move forward and back. He's got just under 90 degree of, you can't even see that, just under 90 degree of bend. And rare oddity, he's got a thigh swivel, and I kind of like the way that works because it shifts that tire with it. And if I remember correctly, that is screen accurate to how the movie is. He can move, whenever he turns his thigh, that tire should move with it. But yeah, no, other than that, there's not much else to really say about the core robot. So we're going to move, actually first, we're going to do some size comparisons. Here he is with the Dark of the Moon Mechtech Voyager Optimus Prime, the Dark of the Moon Mechtech Deluxe Optimus Prime. You can see how he scales with his two other incarnations. One at least stands good, the other one, well, forget about it. Also bring in Dark of the Moon Mechtech Deluxe Bumblebee, which that works pretty well together. And then Starscream. Weren't you bigger in the other movie when you were kicking his ass? I don't know anymore. So we'll move everything out of the way. And we are going to get onto the main course, being the trailer. Boy, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this trailer. Yeah. Again, I'm not going to do like a full step-by-step walkthrough. I'm just going to start pulling apart panels. Do keep in mind, these panels are very thin. So, ow. So whatever these little pegs are made out of, we should start using in like weapons or something with how tight and strong they are. What I should do is unpeg. Something I should have done earlier. That's also a common problem. Those panels like to fall off a lot. Oh. They simply secure onto here. But that's probably not going to be the last time it happens either. I'm going to bring those out. This will come undone. And we're going to bring you all the way back. Swear to God, this thing grows like a child. All of us, it's just instant. Thankfully, we're almost done. Bring the mech arms out of the way. We're going to come down here to the legs. We're going to try and untab everything. Oh, I don't like that at all. Undo all that. Are we done? I think we're almost done. These panels here, I'm going to put my fingers here and try and just bring them out a little bit. Oh, God. think that... Is it okay? I think it's good. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is holding it in? Come on. Oh, God dang it. Okay, I'm gonna... Got it. So we're just gonna flare those out. Try and keep everything in frame. Gonna bring this back down. There's two pegs there. They plaque into plaque. And they just peg into those two black sections there. Oh God. The wings. I'm gonna shift these wings bring these wings back just a little further. Then we're gonna angle those down. Oh, I need a bigger desk. Thankfully, we are almost done now. So, we're going to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Separate the legs there. Like that. Just going to shift it out one click. And we are pretty much done. Oh, wait, no. Gotta shift these toes forward and make this guy some toes. There we go. Are we done? I think we're done. Yay, we are done. And this was the main selling point back in 2011 when this toy was released. Like I stated earlier, the trailer in the movie turned into like an armament or a weapons storage. Well, rotate those fists out. This is clearly not a weapon storage or a weapon arsenal, but this is a weapon itself. The main thing about this, there's no form of posability in the legs, but we were to open these up, shift that down, open these. Okay, my arms are getting tired. I gotta stand up for this. Kick the box again. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the core Optimus Prime here, and we're gonna just shift his legs down, or shift his feet down just like that. And we are just gonna simply place him into the armor. This, in my opinion, is really fiddly when it comes to this toy. But once you do peg everything in, it is pretty much straightforward. Make sure to line the holes in his feet line up to the pegs in the back of his trailer. Bring these up and out of the way. Because I'm going to manipulate his arms into fitting. Just make you stop. Right. And those robo fists plug into the big robo gloves. Probably out of frame. Push it back a little further. Oh God, come on. Come on, there we go. And this, ladies and gents, is the Dark of the Moon Ultimate Optimus Prime in his ultimate form. Well, technically, mostly there, if we bring those up and flare those out, now it's his ultimate form. Oh boy, that was a workout. So we're just going to fold those back down, and this is really cool actually. Nothing really to say about this, about his ultimate form. Limited range of movement, more limited than what the figure originally had. The only things you can really move is his arms, and even then those are very limited due to the armatures of the robo-boxing gloves. But you don't buy this toy for the articulation. You buy this toy for the Mechtech gimmick. And this Mechtech gimmick is a big FU gun. So this was the big FU gun. Set it off on accident. Pretty much just clips into the back here. It's really finicky. If I plug it into the right spot. Shut up, you. Shut up. Shut up. There we go. So how it would go is it would sit on the back there, center you in the camera, and once he is ready to say goodbye to Megatron, Mechtech comes around. There we go, visor on the face, and pegs into his robo gloves. One of the pegs is broken, but that's due to human error, not toy error. The peg on his right hand for the gun is broken. It's my fault. I take responsibility for that. But yeah, that's... oh boy. So the gun has 3 sound effects. 2 of them are... or one of them is with this red lever here when you push it back. If I remember correctly, you do this like 3 times and it'll say his name. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Size comparisons, just going to push you all the way to the back, big boy. Size comparisons, we're going to bring in Voyager, piece of crap, Starscream, and his child. And oh my god, he is huge and he is a workout to mess with. So I do apologize if I sound out of breath while dealing with this figure. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. I know the video was a little rough and I apologize. I am learning the sticks of it. But that is the 2011 Dark of the Moon Ultimate Optimus Prime, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.